Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to day number 2 out of 4 for the Alienware Area 51 Dota 2 Cup. I'm LD of Beyond the Summit. I am joined here in spirit by the one and only Fogged. Hey, Fogged.
What happened to Winter?
Winter, he said he would cast, man. He didn't show up. He just pieced.
Ditched?
He had a hot date, I guess.
That's okay.
It's okay. We're not as popular as him. All we do is cast Dota for fun. You have not slept yet, though, so this could be interesting.
No, I slept. I just woke up at random hours. So
Okay, so you got like some random half overnight sleep, woke up at like 3 a.m. type thing.
some random patterns of sleep. Yeah, I woke up at 4, fell back asleep, and then I don't know.
Sorry, buddy. Hope you're not too
Fine.
grouchy. All right, so set the stage here. It's NiP versus ASUSpolar. As the draft gets underway, we can take a very brief look at our bracket. So we're in the bottom half now. The format is very straightforward. 4 days, single elimination, all matches best of 3. We start with 8 teams, and we work it down until we just have first place. You win your first best of 3, you're guaranteed $1,500. You win 3, you get $4,500. So $1,500 per win, basically. It's pretty good money. Not too much of a time investment for the teams, and just a nice, quick kind of appetizer as we get closer and closer to the big dance, the Dota 2 Asia Championships, coming up right here on Beyond the Summit next week. But, well, with that said, Yanis, we're going to see 2 teams that perform very well at Starlighter. NiP, ASUSpolar. You've played against both of these teams. Walk me through the draft. What are you seeing so far?
We're gonna see the same Starlighter heroes basically. But now it looks like ASUSpolar is gonna pick Shadow Demon. Wrote off a little bit. It's pretty good versus Axe, Soul Catcher. Actually, all the spells are just really good versus Axe in general.
So, yeah, Soul Catcher is quite good against him. You know, you have that 40 armor from Call. Doesn't matter. You're taking pure damage to the face. So, potentially a good way to deal with him. Also, just to kind of negate the chasing power of Calling Blade, which, or the escape power, I suppose, which we saw use to great effect yesterday. NiP will now go for the Dazzle, and this seems to be a pretty common trend. The heavy minus armor, plus armor supports, picking the Dazzle after the Axe just to kind of protect the support pick a bit, I suppose. And, well, we'll see if ASUSpolar are phased by this. They'll go back for a Lina now, and I guess the burning question is this that solo mid Lina, or is this a support?
Who knows? Could probably be both, but Illidan plays it too.
You think one position Lina?
Who knows, man? Because I don't know. They run everything pretty different than other teams. They put the Brewmaster off lane most of the time, so it could be mid Lina, could be who knows, man. But it's really strong versus the Axe because, you know, spell damage, of course, and then with Soul Catcher, it's easy to land the stun on top of the disruption, blah, blah, blah.
Is Lina really an Illidan hero, though? Is that the kind of hero that Illidan should be on? I feel like you really want to give Illidan, like, the Slark, the Bristleback, you know, the Lycan, tanky, aggressive heroes that can move in and out of fights and take risks. Lina, a little bit more subtlety required.
Who knows, man? FNG.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually really good with drafting.
It's really nice to see FNG come into his own on ASUSpolar. Like when he became the captain of Na'Vi, it's just so much pressure on him. All those big accomplished players who had gone deep at previous internationals, in the case of Denny Havost, had won them, and well, he was trying to fill the shoes of Puppey. Not an easy task for anyone, but it felt like he never was really given a whole lot of comfort. And he even said in an interview afterwards, after leaving Na'Vi, that he never really felt comfortable in the team. So he's found a home now, and ASUSpolar really seemed to just defer to him and fully respect him as their leader, which, I mean, if your team doesn't trust you as a captain, you ain't got a shot.
Yeah. Let's see what we get for NiP coming out next. They really love their Bristle. Alright, they go for the Slark. That's kind of like a deny pick, I feel like, as well.
All right, so the Era Slark most likely here. 4th pick now for ASUSpolar. I guess they're going to start laying their cards on the table. They've already picked up their teamfight controller in the Brew. They've got an option as to how they look to run this Lina. Could be a support, could be an Illidan hero, could be mid if they want to run the Brew offlane, and they back off for an anti-mage. So the purpose of the Shadow Demon now becomes a bit more clear. The disruption, very nice. You get Blink called, and, well, then you just disrupt against the Axe. And top of that, if you ever get a lead, you want to start sieging, you've got the extra illusions. 5 a.m. could be coming relatively early this game.
Yeah, Shadow Demon is just in general pretty good versus Axe to disrupt the burst damage and everything.
5 seconds remaining.
And just stop his initiation in general.
NiP going for the 5th ban here.
Reserve time.
Let's see. So I guess
You
a
sound
really.
so serious today, dude.
What's that?
You're really serious today.
You're very serious today. Are you kidding me?
Radiant team
I'm not serious today. I
What
was
happened to
serious
like my
yesterday.
chipper, joking, fun-loving Fog Dota? You're all business now, man.
Losing?
Yeah, well, I guess Shadow Demon's going against Axe. Next
Good problem,
pick.
man.
I'm bored.
Alright, Doom. No, I'm not bored.
Radiant team pick.
Alright, whatever, dude.
I love you, buddy. Doom will be the choice though. So
That's a fun hero, right?
they get some reliable. They have decent lockdown for AM now. The delete the AM from the game hero. The reliable lockdown through BKB. A lot of physical damage from the Venge Dazzle Slark trio. So even if this goes late, NiP with plenty of tools to take on a fat AM.
Is that a mid-slark? Is that what they do?
10 seconds remaining.
I guess they could run the Axe mid as well, potentially.
Yeah, I guess so.
5
That's true.
seconds remaining.
Nobody beats Axe 1v1. Come on now. Certainly not melee
Yeah.
heroes anyway.
Ooh, there it is. Is it
So
the highest
core
win rate with
off lane
Spirit
Spirit Breaker is this or yeah, Lil Lina. Okay.
Lil's ham.
Lil is ham.
He actually is. He has so many items at the end of the game, but it's so funny. He sells all his items. He TPs to base and sells them as soon as they GG. So you never see what items he has at the end of the game.
It's almost as good as the Ice dropping his items in front of you when the game's not over move. I've actually seen him lose a game that way. Dropped his radiance, got it
And
destroyed.
NiP with a big level 1 smoke.
Yeah,
plays coming up.
from the well basically too. This is very aggressive move. We're gonna quickly fix our mini map icons here, guys. Sorry, our setup has the monitor kind of far back, so with my old man eyes, I haven't gotten my bifocals prescribed yet. It can be tough to keep up with the action, but let's get underway. NiP, the ninjas in pajamas, looking for a little redemption here against ASUSpolar, who ended up just getting the better of them slightly at Starladder. You've got Era handling the Slark, Seal Kid on the
Oh, they
Vengeful
saw Lina.
Spirit.
Lina's in trouble.
Lil, he even walks back in. Oh, hello, Lil. And goodbye, Lil. Pounced up, trapped up. They're not fully committing to this one, but, well, finally the heal comes out, and we'll get the kill. So, running out the introductions, you've got Handskin handling your Dazzle. 8 Mother will be on the Doom, and, of course, Jonas will be playing that Axe. As for ASUSpolar, the beast from the east, it's Illidan. Much maligned carry player back on the old VP, but on ASUSpolar, he's found some renewed energy. FNG, the captain drafter on the Shadow Demon. We will have Lil taking up the Lina. We've got a Brewmaster heading bottom, and up towards top, Mr. YOLO Baggins. That's a cool fake nick on the Spirit Breaker, and he'll be heading to the off lane as the Space Cow.
Pretty good start for NiP, though. Bench getting the kill, getting boots.
Man,
Luxury.
they're doing some hateful things to this jungle right now, I have to say.
They really did. Just ran in there and just got rid of everything. Got rid of the rune ward as well.
Yeah, you can see the sentry was dropped down. So defensive tri-lane Brewmaster. They're actually running the anti-mage mid. And, well, laning against an Axe and a Dazzle. This is not going to be fun for Illidan.
They're gonna take his tower.
Yeah, we're going to see some creep cutting shenanigans here.
Probably eventually.
Uh-oh.
I would
8
imagine
Mother. 8 Mother. Well, that's not where you want to be, my friend. Disrupted. They get the stun off. They have the clap follow-up available. They're going to throw it out, too. And 8 Mother with no boots is just totally surrounded by illusions and nowhere to go. He'll end up falling down. Meanwhile, top lane, though, YOLO Baggins blocked. Seal Kid has no more mana for a stun. He's got to auto-attack him down. One more is not enough. He salves up, and Seal Kid nearly falling for that. Venge fortunately has the 4 base armor as a ranged support, so able to survive.
ASUSpolar just knew that Doom were there. They just was there. They just beelined right to him in the jungle. That's pretty funny.
Maybe something he's done before. Maybe something they've caught from replays, because they did not have a lane ward or anything like that. Just good sense.
Doom, jungling. Not doing too much, you know. It's interesting Doom jungle. It's always a good time up there. And it looks like Mag just has to go back to base and just chill in there. He's gonna be really underleveled.
Meanwhile, it looks like there is a rotation for FNG. So they get the kill on the Doom. They see he's now off the lane, and they say, we want to help out our anti-mage a bit. So FNG comes in, looks to support Illidan, at least prevent him from dying to some sort of crazy call heal bomb shenanigans, but he's still going to have a tough time getting too aggressive in this lane. And already exiting 10-1. AM CSing pretty well, though, at 7-2.
Just a standard Illidan.
Oh, he's got to go for that one right click. Immediately takes a spin to the face. That's
Axe every game, man. It's just axe every
it's the
single
axe
game.
life.
Playing pubs, it's all axe. Axe and troll.
He's gotten the Juggernaut treatment to some extent, where he's just been buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed, and then finally people are like, oh, we could actually pick this hero. And all of a sudden,
Dominator.
axe every game.
And every game too. Oh, look, little smoke in mid. Uh-oh.
They're rotating in. Call was already used as well. They disrupt. They're going to look to go here on your Dazzle. He does have a pointed Shallow Grave, but can't get it off. Nice rotation from Lil, and Jonas with no call, unable, and no mana as well. Unable to really punish that. So good early rotations here. ASUSpolar putting a lot of priority on that mid lane, and this is what happens when your off laner abandons the safe lane. The support's very free to move around and just cause problems elsewhere on the map. And they're going to go here on Jonas again. There is a Grave available. Still, they disrupt the Shadow Demon after the fact. A little bit mistimed, but it looks like they'll get the kill on Jonas anyway. Spirit Breaker, the cow comes in from downtown, and now 8mother trying to turn this one, though. Work on Yellow Baggins as he looks to retreat out. Nice body blocking. Very nice, actually. Continues to block him, and then they throw out the heal. Incredible plays by 8mother, but he gets the charge off towards top lane, living on 17 health. He's going to have to be careful how far he goes, and he'll cancel it, but oh, now Slark's got the scent. This is awkward. He buys his boots.
Get out of their mag.
200 gold. Run, Yellow Baggins.
Alright, he bought. He's gonna suicide.
All right.
Oh!
Almost gets the last hit.
Almost got him with the terror. That would've been legit.
That would have been super legit. Well, he lives to tell the tale, and NiP, lots of rotations coming towards the mid lane, but not quite coming out on top the way ASUSpolar are. And meanwhile, Brewmaster, this is going to be a very fast blink for DK Phobos. He's already got 25 CS, 1,500 gold. Generally, we see the Arcanes first, but it looks like he might just rush that blink.
Yeah, I think it was at Star Ladder he got a 6-minute blink dagger.
That's always fun.
Yep.
Seal Kid snagging an Invis Rune here. There's no Radiant Ward, but Spirit Breaker not an easy kill. They'll probably need to bring in a +1 if they want to go for this, and well,
Looks like,
we'll have
yeah,
a pause.
thought I saw that. Pretty quick game already. Lots of rotations, some fun stuff. It's always what happens with a Spirit Breaker in the game.
Who are you favoring here, Fogged? We're pretty early so far. Pretty even in terms of gold and net worth. Are you liking the lane setup better for either team?
I mean, VPP's like strat's interesting and all that, but NiP has like some broken ass heroes. You got the Axe, the Slark, and the Doom. I don't know. Pretty hard. ASUSpolar's just gonna have to split up if they if this Axe gets a relatively early blink, but it's gonna be hard for them. All depends on the Spirit Breaker and the rotations, really.
Okay. Well, speaking of the cow, he's ready. And with 5 armor, stout up, got a TP scroll. Even if they go in with Avenge Stun, he can just TP on out of here. So, pretty much unkillable if he plays it right, but for now, just leeching experience here in the top lane. They'll keep eyeballs on him. And in the meantime, the Dazzle gonna jaunt towards top. He's got boots online. It looks like 8mother gonna snag his Tranquil soon. He's just got Reign of Regen gold now. Just needs to buy it from the base or the side shop. And
Uh-oh, Axe mid.
go into the Disruption Soul Catcher, but he gets off the call here. And the heal comes through. Illidan's going to be the one who's forced back, although you do see Jonas taking a lot of damage from that Soul Catcher. Shadow Demon is, you mentioned it in the draft, seeming to match up very well against the Axe.
Yeah, it's also because just, you know, the burst from Lina. Really,
Yeah,
really
a lot
nice.
of magic damage as well.
Yeah, that's usually the key to handling with the Axe. I was trying something earlier, I've been pubbing it, but Yule's is definitely the item versus Axe as well. If they're going to get one up on the Lina, that would be pretty ideal. Because it just disrupts his initiation completely.
Does it remove the Culling Blade like move speed and stuff if you use him, or does he still keep it?
I was just using it to like take off the call whenever he would go in and stuff.
Okay.
It probably does though. But
Yeah.
actually, it's a buff. Usually, if he gets that off, you're pretty screwed.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things like yeah, if he gets the
'Cause it's an
chop off,
AoE buff.
his team's
That's the
all
thing.
still basically hasted as well. So
Yeah, it's not like it's just one. Oh, charge coming out.
Jonas
Mag.
getting charged, and well, just a little love tap there, smacks him in the
Okay.
tush. And of course the
Mag has fun with
Uh-oh.
this hero.
Are you lagging or is that just me?
Auto disconnect in 24. I see some pings.
Go to please.
We're
Uh-oh.
good. We're good.
I'm not. Oh, now I'm good. I guess it was just us. Players didn't seem phased.
Could be fine.
Man, Illusion Rune is so good on X.
Yeah, it really is. You can farm so much. They have some stacks coming out too. A lot of stacks actually.
Just cleared off quite a big stack here. Radiant side has a double stack here, a triple
Cutting the
stack
creep
over
wave.
there. They don't have the best heroes to
Oh,
farm
Axe.
it yet.
Oh no.
They go in again with the blink clap initiation. He gets off the call. Not really going to matter. Jonas getting clobbered. It's a rare sight to see an Axe just get pushed around, but your Brewmaster the one to do it with that flail.
6-minute blink dagger again.
And already roaming too. That's going to secure him his next item. It's well, just a complete magic wand. Clarity coming out. No bottle or arcanes yet, but well on his way to either. Meanwhile, it looks like Slark Midas.
Yep. Definitely needs it this game.
So they're going to rotate Illidan down towards bottom. He's gone for the early Rain of Health now.
Oh, 8-mother now.
Do they want to go on him?
time?
They get off the
Oh, they
Lena
don't have the
stun. Oh,
nukes.
he gets off the Scorched Earth, though. Mana Void was up, but Doom with a very low mana pool, not an easy kill.
Yeah, definitely. They didn't have the second nuke from the Lena, and I don't even think they got this. Oh no, they did get the Soul Catcher on him, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, like, they just use one combo. He's back to base, so it's still a fairly efficient rotation. And they'll back off for some additional stacking, now working on the other big camp. FNG controlling the runes. Nice movements early on here from ASUSpolar. It generally feels like NiP are the ones reacting. And ASUSpolar are the ones just kind of controlling that tempo early on.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, man, this brew is scary. He's just charging in. They're
Going
even going to charge onto the Dazzle. They get off a clap. Now a brew split. Now he does have Grave here, but he'll get Boulder Tossed. He almost dies during the Boulder Toss. And, he gets off the Grave well timed. Almost perfectly, actually, as they disrupt. As well as Soul Catcher. That Vengeful Spirit. They get the kill. Can they get out safely now? Cyclone onto your Doom, going for a secondary kill, and doesn't have quite enough damage, but now he gets called on the way out. Has DK Phobos overextended. Trying to retreat. Soul Catcher coming through on Jonas. Now he'll be
Another
charged.
charge.
And
Oh, the Doom,
Spirit Breaker comes through. Wall doomed. He still keeps on going in. And then he wants to run the hell away. And, well, Wave of Terror coming through. It looks like he'll tick down to the damage over time. Although they do get a nice Lena stun off. And you're denied. He's going to live. Barely.
He had a tango. He ate a tango while he was charging, and it actually saved his life. That's pretty funny.
He was so close. One more swipe.
Rotations are really nice from VPP, but Era is just free farming right now in the meantime. So the gold's actually just pretty fairly even.
It is a worry that this Axe is just getting picked on so much, though. He's already got 3 deaths, and, you know, you're 9 minutes in, mid-Axe. It was initially an Axe Dazzle dual lane against an anti-mage solo. Like, you look at that, the huge stack he cleared out, he could be close to his blink if he hadn't died, if not already having it.
Yeah, the 0 and 3 definitely doesn't help. They really need to get the Axe blink up because that's their only real initiation, unless the Slark wants to go like blink or something.
Well, for now,
FNG's
Brewmaster's...
so aggressive. Look at this. He has 0 points in poison too. He's just going straight for the Soul Catcher versus the Axe.
Yeah, and they've even put all these stacks out, but it's the Lena who's going to look to farm those. And pretty good mana pool, fairly spammable nukes, especially the Dragon Slave, so...
I think he was just stacking it. I don't think he's going to be farming it just yet.
You think they'll wait all the way until Illidan has Battle Fury?
Probably.
Alright, we'll see.
They might go help him farm it, honestly, with the Panda and everybody. Who knows? And now Jonas again.
Death number 4, it looks like. He does get off the call, though, but Mana Void says, where do you think you're going?
That's a really nice kill for Illidan, too. That puts him up in farm a ton. He's basically caught up to the Slark with that.
Yeah, he's 2-0-1. He's been more active at 10 minutes than the Slark has. And, I mean, really, it's because of the support.
It's just VPP. Yeah, they're just moving so much. And Dazzle's that Soul Catcher, 40%.
Well,
now we're gonna get some Laguna Blades. Layla is actually like 4 XP from 6 now. Soul Catcher Lagunas is pretty fun.
this is really reminding me of, like, what Vici Gaming used to do on the Shadow Demon Leshrac at TI4. And I remember there was a moment in the Players' Lounge where I told Arteezy that they'd actually been winning with it, and he was like, no, that hero's terrible. Everyone's losing with it. They were like 5-1 at the time on the hero. They ended up beating EG in a game with it. It was one of the few teams who managed to keep the dual roam working that well early on. And one of their classic
It's hard to
go-to
keep
combos.
it effective.
It is very
really
risky.
difficult.
Like, this makes it look amazing, but you have a bad laning stage, and you've got 2 useless supports, well, basically useless at 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, Phobos waiting mid. Dazzle getting gotten on. He's gonna ult him.
Brewmaster gonna split now. He doesn't get off the grave yet. He may die before Poppy out. Barely does. I'll cyclone the axe. There will be pursuit here. Meanwhile, bottom lane looks like Dazzle's gonna go down, and there's a charge on the 8 Mother. FNG also jumping him. They use that Spirit Breaker ultimate, driving him back in. They get the kill, and well, in the end, you're Dazzle able to survive. DK Phobos, he does force 3 heroes to rotate, and he'll just blink out to safety. So not the biggest loss.
Space Panda ulti.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the anti-mage gets a kill, and well, that's 3-0-1 for Illidan. He's almost got his Battle Fury.
Yeah, he forced Arrow out of the top lane with the Panda ult, and Illidan got a kill and basically has the Battle Fury, so big plays all over the place. DK Phobos. No fear.
What a player.
No fear.
You know he's the Na'Vi webmaster?
Yeah, I know.
What a guy. Dota's just been a hobby for him, and suddenly he's beasting for VP Polar.
Been playing really well.
Apparently Dendy has helped him a lot over the years, just getting more confident.
He's always pubbing with him.
Yeah.
He's always pubbing with him on his stream.
They're bros. Dota bros.
Little went for Arcane Boots. Okay, he probably needed it. And they're gonna farm it together with Lil and Panda. They're not waiting for Illidan.
This is pretty much a Vlad's with this stack going down. So DK Phobos looks like he wants to complete that early. The cow will come and land a few pokes of the lantern, but with these going down, it's pretty much ready to go. 700 gold.
This is like the most underwhelming axe. He does get his blink up now, but is it too late?
It's a max. It's almost a max rank soul catcher. It's already. We're sitting at level 3.
Dire's bottom tower
HP
is
pool,
under attack.
not even 1,000 yet. It might just be too late.
It's gonna get bursted extremely fast.
Soul
And
catcher
Panda
Laguna
just
Blade,
there,
he's
so-
lost over half his health, like instantly.
Yep.
Well, let's see if Eric can shoulder the load. He's gonna have some heavy lifting ahead of him if they want to turn
They've
this.
got another Midas now up at least, but
Radiant's
Well,
top
perfect
gonna-
timing for DK Phobos to go man mode.
they gotta slow the game down a lot. But it's gonna be hard because AM's got his Battle Fury up. He's just gonna be pushing lanes and farming jungle, and he's gonna definitely be out farming Era.
And they can't really gank him at all until Doom gets a blink, because all they have is the Axe Blink right now.
Uh-oh, Era charged it up. Are they gonna go for this?
Well, he does have his ulti. The cow will gets off the initial bash, it looks like. He'll Dark Pact off that first one, but the cow follows him through, gets off the bash, and well, they might just get a kill with the clap. No, he's barely able to survive. Now the heal coming out, they look to turn this. This could be an opportunity for Jonas, but the disruption completely interrupts his initiation. Now his Blink Dagger's canceled. He can't do anything. He tries to call these pandas, and they just keep on fighting forward. Don't think they have enough damage to get the kill. And actually, this one starts to turn against them, as they will lose Eris Slark exchanging his life for that of Spirit Breaker, but it looks like Brew might go down as well. They committed Doom after the splits down, just to try and run him down, and well, Illidan says, I guess I'm going to be free farming bottom for a little while. Not coming to this fight, chopped down. They get the Brewmaster. They're looking for Lil Hardy, and a little love from the Axe will end his life, but Anti-Mage looks like he'll take a tier 1 as a trade.
Oh, Lil got the kill on the Slark at least there. So even though it didn't go the best for VVP, they do have the anti-mage split pushing, and they got the kill on the most important target.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This Anti-Mage
Jonas
is living in his own world right
Bottom
now.
tower has fallen.
At least Jonas lived. He's not really getting a lot of farm though,
Dire's
unfortunately, on the
bottom
Axe.
tower is under attack.
I mean, you still see the strength of this like Dazzle Axe duo up against the Brewmaster, just keeping people alive for ages and starting to actually deal with the pandas pretty well. Brought them all down to like half HP there in that fight.
Yeah, sure.
Still, yeah, sure. Still free farm though on your end.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that he didn't get the blink early enough, so he can't really just pressure the Axe or the AM before he just disappears. Because once you get your Battle Fury, that's an AM. You just kind of disappear.
Well, Giannis, how confident do you feel if you're ASUSpolar? You only have a slight net worth lead. You do have a free farming AM. You got your early Blink Dagger on Brew. Are you comfy, or are you still feeling like you got more to do?
Dire's
They still
middle
definitely need to
tower
keep the
is under
pressure up a
attack.
lot. Slark ended up going for a Blink Dagger, so NiP wants to keep the pressure on. So they just need to play properly and have like the Shadow Demon Lina just keep moving really well like they have been. And Lil picks up an Ogre Club, so I wonder if he's just gonna go for Ags though.
You think the Ags rushes the play on support Lina? I guess it's good versus Dazzle.
I mean, they're gonna if someone gets Soul Catch or Laguna Blade, they're absolutely dead.
That's like the orbital ion cannon from Command and Conquer. Total overkill, but it certainly feels really satisfying while you're letting it loose.
Yeah, and the Doom's going for his Ags before Blink, unless he decides to just have a casual point booster before he goes for the Blink Dagger. So
maybe just worried about the burst of that Shadow Demon Lina as well.
Yeah, it's probable.
Oh, Jonas getting Blink clapped. Do they really want to commit onto him? Not with the Venge and Dazzle sitting behind him.
Yeah, I mean this is NiP kind of has like the support heroes that I thought ASUSpolar were gonna have, because they've been having like Abaddon, Dazzle almost every single games for them, and now they actually decided to go for something a bit more aggressive. The Shadow Demon Lina.
Yeah, and even though they've had a great start, they're not that far ahead. They're looking for a jump in here on Sealkit. They started with a charge, and he's too slow to be able to turn and stun. Now gets clapped as well. He'll stun, and then swaps himself forward towards his team. Laguna Blade will follow him right in. FNG now trapped in the middle. Has a disruption. Can he get it off? He will. YOLO Baggins throwing out the ulti, but Slark's here to turn it around. And, well, on the backside, the Spirit Breaker charging back towards his tower. Bashes 8 Mother towards it. Where's the Anti-Mage to help out? Illidan's arrived, but he's not confident about jumping into this one. Not quite combat ready with only the Yasha. Needs to isolate some heroes in an awkward position. He will blink into the middle of 4 heroes. Illidan, oh man. He's playing with fire. Mana Void's 8 Mother, doesn't get the kill, blinks in, slices him up. And now we'll be forced to retreat. He knows the Doom's down, the Axe not able to really kill him alone, and he's looking for Handskin as well. Out of mana, has a smoke, that ain't gonna save him. Illidan blinks one way, Handskin runs the other. Cue your Benny Hill music, but he's going there.
That was really awkward. I don't know why NiP kept chasing. They had the fight completely won, and then they chased too much. Now AM gets 2 kills on his way toward his Manta.
He's pretty much got it. Just needs the recipe.
BBP just had, that was a complete miscommunication. You could even tell. It looked so awkward. They were going for that Venge. He's like, do I Laguna? Should I not Laguna? Oh, you swapped him? Should I stun? No, I'm gonna Laguna. Wait, no, God, Axe. It's like, you can just tell just from the way that they're like casting their spells. It just looks hysterical.
It's like watching someone play poker when they have no idea what all the hands are and they're just like, you know, wildly confused about what play to make. Oh, Illidan gonna go in here. Era quickly jumps in with Jonas, but it may come at a cost. Oh, he'll blink out. Illidan playing this one safe. He knows most of the team's chances of taking this rest in his hands. They're not running the dual core to quite the same extent, although they will go in with the Brewmaster split. Now Handskin in a bit of trouble. He'll be bashed as YOLO Baggins mag charges past him and attempting to get out of here. He'll heal, he'll grave, he'll run, he'll still die. It's Illidan who gets the kill. Now unstoppable and looking for more. Seal Kid, where are you going? This is not going to be good. In the meantime, 8 Mother also caught out to be clapped and dealt with. I think Doom comes out, interrupting that brew a little bit. Illidan barely surviving that chase, and he may end up going down here. He blinks. Era has his own blink cooling down. He's going to get that bonus move speed, but now the Shadow Demon in position. And in the meantime, elsewhere in the fight, the Vengeful Spirit ends up going down. So they disrupt, now purging Era. He doesn't have his ultimate. He may die just to the Shadow Demon. Oh, man. Sniped by Lil from the side.
He waited really long on his pounce. Oh well, he was probably going to go down anyway, but
that was another really aggressive dive from NiP.
Yeah. Manta picked up now for Illidan. That's pretty problematic. And this Axe just doesn't, I don't know, he hasn't really been feeling like an Axe, you know? And I don't know, Dazzle's not really having the best game either. The Venge is really underleveled. PPP just keeping the pressure on and just making NiP feel, just look uncomfortable.
Oh, see ya, 8 Mother. Blink in, clap as well. Now the Manta style pop. Why was I saying Manta? I'm not sure. Manta style.
Manta.
Easy Wicked 6 streak. Well, good news is if Slark kills him, then this game might turn on its head.
Maybe.
If they can kill him.
He is going for the Axe Rush on the Lina.
Alright. I mean, hey, Lil's 3-2-9. He's been raking in the kills and assists here.
He's gonna have it really early. It's gonna be like, what, 20, probably like 25 minutes.
Oh, Lil, he just nuked the creeps and Jonas got wind of it, but a bit slow to blink in.
That was really close.
That would be such an awkward, sad way to die. Just got a little excited with my flames, boys.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's all good. NiP's gonna get another tier 1, their second one. That's okay, but I mean they're really starting to fall behind at this point. It's really hard for them to deal with this AM. No Blink Dagger Doom just yet. Looks like he might go for it now. He's saving some money. But
it
yeah,
honestly
game's
feels like
looking
they
rough.
need it, because otherwise, even if you doom him though, there's still defensive disruption. It's Teammage also just getting to that point where he's farmed enough that he may be able to just live through. Even an Axe Doom will be difficult to kill him.
Axe is pretty broke though.
Yeah, if you can stick around, which I guess at that point NiP probably can.
Charge on 8 Mother. No, he stops it.
Psych.
That's overcommitting. JK.
Good pump fake though. Well, they're map controlling well now, Yannis. They've taken over the enemy jungle. NiP feeling a bit constricted, 5 manning towards their own ancients. They go for a smoke wrap around here. And they actually do have eyes on a few.
I
They've
think
seen
the
a
ward
couple.
saw that.
Oh, they saw Illidan leave his team, but they're not going that way. They're going into Roche.
See if ASUSpolar looks aware of it at all. Don't think so.
Is this the money ward right here? Looks
Could
like
be.
it might be. And they're not going to get a trade either, because they already took the tier 2 top.
Yeah, nice play. That could be what gets him back in here. Looks like Era's gonna go. Oh yeah, he's going for S and Y on this Lark.
Huh.
Not sure if
Kind of late.
that's the best idea. Yeah, I don't know. Ag Scepter finished up on the Lina, so yeah, I mean BKB wouldn't be the best, but he's gonna die. If he just gets disrupted, Soul Catcher, he's dead.
Well, he does.
Oh god, he blinked in.
Does blink out now, leaping away, but oh, that's going to be costly. He dark packs off that first stun, pops his ulti, and they look to chase him. But, no, I don't know if they can get in range for this.
In the meanwhile, though, Illidan doing Illidan things. 216 CS, 16k net worth almost. He's pretty good.
And 7-0 and 2. It's not like he's been, AFK split pushing.
They tried to shut him down too, with the like axe mid or whatever.
Yeah. Just those support rotations. It was Lil just getting it done with the Lion FNG on the Shadow Demon. Really
Yeah,
reminiscent
FNG
of
just-
Vici Gaming.
Yeah, it's just innovation too. Like FNG, you see most Shadow Demons they would just opt for the poison every single time, but nope. 1 point in poison, max the Soul Catcher, and just constantly moving around really well with Lil and finding a good amount of kills. And yeah, that's the entire reason that they're so far ahead. It also helps that they had 6-minute blink on Phobos, probably.
Yeah, in typical Phobos fashion, immediately I'm just gonna go blink clap mid and start ganking fools. I don't even need to pop my ulti at first.
Yeah, and he's got an Ags finished up on the Panda now, but looks like the Courier does not have enough room for it.
That is a fully stocked Courier here. NiP.
Oh wait, no, it does have room for it. It does have room on it.
I think
There's a drum coming
NiP, like, to go back to what you said earlier, they need time. They just need to keep on farming. They have the tools to deal with the farmed AM later, but probably 10-15 minutes off of truly being able to tackle Illidan.
Yeah, but Illidan's going to be 6-slotted relatively soon. Probably in the next 10 minutes or so, he's going to be completely 6-slotted.
Charge Seal Kid. He gets
500
trapped
gold.
out and just zapped from distance.
Yeah.
God,
Splat.
that's satisfying.
I really like this Spirit Breaker pick. They just play really well around it in general. They move around a crap load, and then it's really good versus Slark, because he doesn't... What do? Do you just want to use your ult right away, or do you want to pounce, or do you want to Dark Pact? You're just going to get chased down a bit.
And you're not committing a big spell. It's a 12-second cooldown for the charge.
Exactly. It's just... be nice.
Radiant team does have some good vision here. That Ops Ward up on the high ground, making it hard for NiP. And you mentioned 8 Mother going back for the blink. He did do that. He's not trying to complete his Aghanim Scepter, but meanwhile, Illidan, Basher up. We'll see if he wants to go full Abyssal Blade right away. Pretty vulnerable to getting blown up if he gets caught by an Axe Doom if he does that build, but for now, could just be a casual Basher.
Yeah, it looks like 8 Mother's actually... He's going to be pretty close. 1,000 more gold. He's got his Blink Dagger as well. If they are able to find the AM, it'll be pretty good in the team fights. Or even if they're able to find a Panda. If they can just kill the Panda right away, they're going to be able to win the fight.
FNG roaming up the river. He's going to drop a ward under vision of a dire one. And Illidan just confidently blinking into the enemy ancients. He ain't afraid.
Yeah, he does have the Manta. It's pretty hard for them to take him down if he knows where the Doom is, and I'm pretty sure he saw him top.
And he'll farm the Ancients. So they look to establish some map control here. But in the meantime, NiP are doing their split push thing. Oh no, completed Abyssal. Seal Kid, that is the wrong. He gets eyes on Illidan, and he doesn't want to have any of it. They're going to play it safe, though, now. They do bring FNG right next to Illidan, aware the Doom is now off the map.
Alright, LD. Who's going to win? Is it hopeless for NiP?
Dire's bottom tower
I want to
is
say in
under
Illidan we trust. I don't know if that means they're going to win or not. Which kind of Illidan game is it going to be? You never really know.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
I'll say ASUSpolar take game 1. Though.
Okay. I agree. I think this game's pretty damn difficult. And
Now,
now,
if they-
Dazzle's going back for more poison touch levels rather than the Grave too, so he's gonna have to be really in a weird ass position with the Graves. It's only 700 range.
Yeah, considering the start he had, this is fairly uncommon. As Illidan will leap in onto Seal Kid. Easy takedown from the Abyssal Mana Void. Doesn't even break a sweat. Just straight flexing.
Yeah. No flex zone.
Uh-oh. Lil? He goes for the stun, the easy solo kill, and Hanskin will get it too. Charge and Brewmaster split were popped. He goes for the quick TP out. Level Death will cancel that. But now 8 Mother may be the one who plays. Coming in hot is your Spirit Breaker. Then he turns his attention back to 8 Mother, who gets clobbered and ends up falling. And oh, by the way, there's an Illidan in your base. X will complete his BKB, and well, he's got to get out to this lane nice and quick. And they've got a Shadow Demon in reserve. As soon as you blink call him, he gets disrupted. Dire team does not have vision. They blink. BKB, big commitment for Illidan. He does drop low to this. Disrupted now. And can he make it out in time? He's going to try to retreat. FNG will end up costing him his life, and it might cost Mag his own as well. He gets swapped. And now he just wants to run the other way, but they're waiting for him. The Bash Bros latching onto him. They get 3
FNG
kills.
so selfless. Disrupts his teammate. He's like, I can force tap myself and not live, but there's a chance that
Dire's bottom
Illidan
tower
might
is
die.
under
Alright, I gotta
attack.
force tap Illidan.
Yeah, it
Throws his
was.
life away.
That's a good support player right there.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's a level 10 Shadow Demon with like bottom net worth. No, might as well not risk your carry dying. And yeah, I like what Jonas did. He went back for the BKB now. Even though the Laguna goes through it, I mean, it's still definitely the right pick up here.
Yeah, they're gonna doom the Brew. They get the jump on a mid lane, and he may end up going down. All of a sudden, NiP
Lil.
finding our openings. Now Lil next. That's 5 heroes dead over the past couple of minutes, and
Middle tower is under
well,
Uh-oh.
now the tower falling as well. I think we've jinxed them, Giannis. The jinx is strong.
This is why I asked. This is why I asked.
What, just so I could get jinxed?
Yeah. 27 stacks on Era.
Radiant's middle tower.
They might just win
Oh,
the game
man.
with these stacks. They keep on pushing in. No buyback on any of these
Mag got
heroes.
caught there. If Mag got caught with that taunt right there, that was probably a
Radiant's
Rax.
middle tower has fallen.
They have no buyback for 25 seconds. And to make matters worse, no glyph either. NiP, they hit the accelerator, and they're cruising towards their first lane.
Oh my
All of
god,
a sudden.
the stacks, the Agi stacks with the Alpha Wolf and the Vengeur and everything. Look how fast the Rax is just going down.
Well, yeah, 63 stolen agility will do it. And now a completed I have Scotty out. He's hitting for a cozy 300, and, well, advantage no longer on ASUSpolar's side. That's for damn sure.
That plummet. Let's take a look at the graph.
One fight. That was basically
Boom.
one prolonged fight. Commentator's curse, man. Commentator's curse.
Illidan standing on the high ground, beating on the tower. Just not expecting it jumped by 2 heroes, but NiP doing a really nice strategy. They waited until he felt safe. Axe goes in, taunts him, Slark goes in, and then they buy back on the Doom. Even though Illidan got out, they just like kept fighting.
Radiant's bottom tower
And,
is under
I mean,
attack.
although it looked like the Anti-Mage could carry this with a, 2-item advantage, if it's an even game, ASUSpolar are not going to come out on top against the Doom Slark.
No way.
Radiant's
And now
bottom
Doom
tower is
has
under attack.
Zags finished up on the career. It's coming out. Slark, pretty massive.
Well,
He got a kill on the axe, but it's now at this point, it's an axe. This Slark is a huge problem, especially with the dazzle weave and everything. This AM is pretty squishy if the Slark just gets on top of him.
they even pop a drum charge here as they surge in mid lane, trying to find Seal Kit. They'll blink forward the
This
Anti-Mage.
could
They
be a
get the
throw.
bash. The kill will come, but he
He
has
gets
buyback.
doomed right here. Illidan's doomed.
In trouble now. And leaping forward is going to be Hanskin here. aggressive initiating Dazzle gets the kill. Actually, the Doom with the last hit. That's a 900 gold bounty, at least, in the chop as well. Bringing down the Space Cow. Going from bad to worse for ASUSpolar as they
It's a
are
disaster.
crumbling.
It's a disaster.
It is beyond disaster.
I think they...
This is into cataclysmic disaster.
All right, now let's swing it the other way. We gotta swing it the other way. All right, NiP's gonna win this. It looks like NiP's gonna take this game.
All right, yeah. Let's see how strong the curse really is. Let's put it to the test. There is no way in hell NiP could possibly lose this game. Even if they dove the fountain as 5, they got this one in the bag.
Uh-oh. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for Lil there. Not trying to be too aggressive. Looks like they just want to push in the lane and try to slowly take down a Rax, but no, they're just playing it safe now. They're just farming. NiP doesn't really feel too rushed now at this point.
Well, nor should they. They have Doom Slark. How do you lose that late game?
Yeah.
Maybe if the Spirit Breaker's 6 slotted, but this poor cow is not very good at farming.
He is indeed a poor cow. He doesn't really have anything.
Indeed.
That's the problem with having, I guess, you know, the dual role. It worked out, but, you know, one throw to rule them all.
And unfortunately, although DK Phobos had an amazing start, Brewmaster just slipping behind in terms of net worth, and as the game goes on, just not going to bring what the Doom does to the table, who almost has Refresher. Oblivion
I didn't
staff
see
out.
how, I don't know, Era just really, I don't know how he got so many stacks, but that got them that Rax. That won them the game.
It really did. Like they won. They took a full lane of Rax all in the same fight, basically. Like he gets the 2 kills mid, the 3 kills mid, then they get 2 more at the tier 1, and he was getting stacks every single kill, even if he doesn't get the last hits. You can see now he's sitting at like 250 damage. He was up to like well over 300 at that point.
He's got an Abyssal.
Well, now the damage is pretty out of control. They're going to scout this Roshan attempt. This could be it for them. They initiate onto DK Phobos. He gets disrupted, though, so this should allow him to brew split. Let's see if they can get much done afterwards. On the high ground is Handskin, your Dazzle. He's trying to fight from the bird's nest. They Lagoon on the axe, but managing to grave him, keep him alive for now. He swapped back towards safety. Brewmaster retracing forward for this one. In the meantime, Illidan just sitting off to, or not Illidan, sorry, Era sitting off to the sideline. Seal Kid gonna go down. The Dazzle high ground medevac assistance not quite enough in the end. And, well, still Illidan looking for his openings again in this fight. He's kind of hanging back with the Abyssal Blade. 4 heroes standing together. They never drop the Doom, so he just can't go in. He knows if he jumps in, he gets doomed and they lose the fight. And if he doesn't go in, well, they lose the fight. Either way, you lose.
That positioning from Handskin was actually just crucial there. He just blinked on the high ground, and they weren't able to do anything, really. I mean, Little tried to Laguna him, but just kept losing vision, and then he just ended up having to Laguna the axe, but the axe just gets graved, and at that point you waste it, and Illidan couldn't find a position to go in, because, yeah, like you said, he was just holding the Doom for him.
Well, I don't know how you break through now. They got off the Great Disruption, too. They jump in on the Brew. He still gets off a split, and the Brew split just doesn't offer you that much yet. No AC completed. Even with the Ags, Vlads, he's just not that scary.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Dazzle, really. The plus armor strategies versus Panda is actually really nice. Pandas don't really hit that hard. The weave coming out, you're just all extremely tanky. On top of that, 6-second cooldown Shadow Waves. That's definitely a way to survive Panda ulti.
We saw like kind of a sign of it much earlier when in top lane he goes down to about half health on all of the Pandas. And, well, now we're seeing the full fury. This is with a Slark in his prime, an Axe who's just got the basics. And, of course, the Doom. Getting there. Refresher about to come out. And they'll try to address this with the Lincolns, but end of the day, you've got a Poison Touch, Avenge Stun, Swap, Level Death, Battle Hunger, plenty of ways to remove this Lincolns.
They just gotta hope that he dooms an illusion.
That feels like it's the comeback mechanic here.
Yeah.
But if you have
Pretty
2
difficult.
Dooms, you doom 1 illusion, then you get the real hero. I don't
Yeah.
feel like they have to doom anyone else. Like, you can use 2 Dooms just for Illidan.
I mean, they can doom others, but it's just, you know, at that point, it's whatever. I think that Even if they doom the Panda, it's really big, because right now he doesn't have buyback. If they just kill him, it's pretty much over, because they can't team fight without that Panda.
And here comes your smoke from NiP, looking to close out ASUSpolar. They were given just a big breath of fresh air as you see the graph plummeting. About a 20,000 gold swing, 17,500 or so to be exact. And
What the hell
ASUSpolar
happened, dude?
split pushing. Arcanas are about to be lost, Giannis, if they go on to lose this series.
And one as well.
Yes, that's true.
Dire's bottom
But
tower
I
is
believe the
under
majority did bet on ASUSpolar. Can actually double check that.
Alright, let's see if Era finds FNG. No. Just gonna push out the waves.
73% ASUSpolar. That's a lot of delicious socketed immortals. And I guess it is one of the big downsides of the offlane Spirit Breaker. This hero offers you a lot in the laning stage, but he just does not farm. He jumps onto
No, he
Handskin
really
now,
doesn't.
and he might get a kill here. So charge comes out. Illidan, already having committed his Abyssal Blade, does not want to be fighting much longer. They swap in Illidan.
Oh,
They're going to stun him. They've got the Doom, and that's the death of your Illidan. Storm Rage. He does have a buyback. He'll need to be using here immediately. Buys back, but I think they have the refresher if 8 Mother wants to buy it. Bruce Split's going to cancel his TP. He's not going to buy it just yet. With the Illidan buyback, they're going to commit quite heavily to this one, it looks like. They push down the mid lane now, but they've already used a Bruce Split. Don't know how much they can get done with this buyback.
Yeah, they're really not going to be able to do anything. If they go high ground, if the Axe gets a taunt, they're going to do the same thing as before. Illidan's going to play a bit too aggressive on the high ground. Axe is going to taunt him. Doom's going to buy back Doom, and the game's going to end.
Well,
Let's see.
he doesn't have... does he have refresher and buyback? I don't think so. So they've got like a minute with no Doom, it looks like.
They might be able to kill him during the taunt timing.
That's
with
true.
Slark with Abyssal.
Yeah, eight stacks, and probably going to be rising.
Oh, I think they saw FNG.
Era getting caught out here. The little Abyssal to try and commit on him. He won't have mana for his ultimate, but he gets swapped back out to safety. Actually, he barely got it off in time. Thought he'd be out of mana there. And in the meantime, Mana Void was used. Doesn't get the kill. Just hit the
Illidan's
Axe
going too
retreating
deep.
Illidan. He's gone all the way in. It's the big save attempted by FNG. They disrupt him. Ain't gonna matter. Brought down in the end by Era as he pops the Abyssal Blade to secure that kill. And with it, quite possibly the game. No more anti-mage. Now they're going to dunk their way down the mid. Charging forward with the Axe. That's a dieback from your anti-mage. A Brew who has buyback, but on the sideline otherwise for a minute. This could be the end times for ASUSpolar.
money to burn.
Way too aggressive from Illidan. But I guess it's
feel
pretty
like
difficult to win there.
The game felt pretty out of reach. I feel like Illidan was feeling desperate at that point, but yeah, that was a very risky play. That Lina had half health.
You get nothing. Good
You
day,
get
sir.
nothing.
Meanwhile, bottom Mag trying to charge himself out, but he cancels the charge and walks right into the waiting arms of 8 Mother. Drop you a gem in the process, and now there's no Illidan and there's double Doom. As though matters couldn't get worse.
GG 3-2-2.
Is this a 3-2-2? I feel one bad fight, really.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really see if when Illidan was on that high ground, I didn't really see if the Shadow Demon was there. But I mean,
I'd say on like the
They just messed up
3-2-2
with-
scale, I'd put it at like a 2 or 3 out of 10. Like, yeah, that was a bit of a throw, but
it was just a mistake. With one mistake versus a Doom lineup.
that's Axe.
Dunks the Earth Panda.
Oh my.
No, I don't know. I don't think it was really too much for 3-2-2. It's really difficult for them to win versus this lineup if they don't
Radiant's middle
Yeah, they.
just go nuts.
I feel like you put a slightly safer team in this position, maybe, I don't know, the likes of like the old LGD or something, and they could close it out with Sylar just playing really careful, but it just took one slight misplay. Overextends on the high ground, and the game completely flips on its head.
Oh look, Lil has no items.
He's
Does
pretty
it
good
every-
at getting rid of them.
He tries to do it every game, dude. He just runs and sells everything. Sometimes he just buys like 5 Ring of Hell or something, but either way, yeah. NiP looking a little shaky at the start. Axe had a terrible game, but then he just ended up catching up.
Well, Giannis, thank you for joining me for Game 1. Folks, you can follow him at Fogged.Dota. We'll be coming back soon for Game number 2. NiP, they've got ASUSpolar on match point now. They win one more game, and they take home $1,500 at least, and ASUSpolar walk away with nothing in their pocket. We'll see if they can close them out 2-0 or if we go to a deciding Game 3 right after this. You're watching the Alienware Area 51 Dota 2 Cup brought to you by Beyond the Summit. We'll be right back.